Shalawam, Shalawam. So, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakah, Ha-Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's elect, hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as the 1/3 of men, women, and children, maintaining yourself in this truth, as well as the foreign Israelite that may live amongst the heathen, looking like the heathen, but is indeed an Israelite. Shalawam, Kwam Yasharahla. So this lesson basically would be women love leadership, or, women love guidance. Alright, and I stumbled across this. Math Hoffer, I think he's a battle rapper or something, but he got this, and I don't indulge in, none of this. I'm not standing. This is a very worldly setting. Alright, this guy pimping Ken, but the things that he's about to say is actually, makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna just let it play, and I'm gonna hit it with a couple scriptures.
How do you feel about masculinity and black representation today?
Well, I think the black man has been demasculated because the black woman don't have respect for the black man like she should. And a lot of times, even Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that you want to marry a woman that's 7 years older than 7 years younger than you, and you 7 years older than her, because a woman has to have something to look up to. In my book, The Art of Human Chess, I say a woman's duty from the time of existence since our embryonic stages on this earth is to debase a man. We got the Bible, the Genesis, the fall of man. That's what it's called. Because the woman that you gave me, Adam, where art thou? Adam was naked. The woman you gave me, deceived me. You know what I'm saying? So this has been a challenge, but then also a woman, she challenged a man for a certain reason because she want an alpha male. Right. You know what I'm saying? She want a strong man. I always tell people the reason why the lion is the king of the jungle is not because he's ferocious or he's crazy or he's tougher than the elephant is 10 times bigger than him. Right. It's 10 times stronger than him. The giraffe is way taller than him. So it's some of the bulls out there with the horns, they way more ferocious and more vicious than them. But the thing that make the lion so strong is his roar. You know what I'm saying? And his mentality. When a lion see an elephant, he see a meal. When he see a giraffe, he see a meal. Right. So if you change your mentality, you can change your reality. And I think it's the mentality of a lot of young men who grew up in a household where it was primarily a single parent, primarily a female. Right. So a lot of these brothers have a lot of feminine tendencies, and these women trying to draw masculinity out of them, and they can't get it. Right. You know what I mean? Because you grew up, without that male figure. That makes your father the head of the household is his Adam apple. When you say, sit your ass down, boy. Amen. You know what I'm saying? You sitting down because your father has that Adam apple. He has that thing that God gave us. See, God gave a woman the same thing he gave a skunk. Right. A white stripe and a belly full of funk. You know what I'm saying? But that means is women are emotionally more equipped than men. Women can emotionally break you down. I got guys your size and they're strong. And I know you done knocked a few people out in your I got people that got hands like you. Right. I be like, man, let's go watch the Green Bay Packers, man. Let's go watch the New York Giants. Man, I can't go. My woman tripping. His woman 5'3". She did mentally debase this man and brought him down to his last compound. But
baseball is back. Catch the action live.
Hey, all right, well, we're getting to it. Hey, what he was saying, there's a lot of wisdom in that, a lot of understanding, man. Okay? Basically, not to be effeminate, not to have your woman ruling over you, because that's going against the order that was set forth from the beginning of time, right? And, how he touched on Genesis a little bit, not really knowing the truth, but what he said, the fall of man, in that sense, was, Eve, okay? The woman. So I want to get 1 Corinthians 6:9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of power? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. And what is all that referring to? Basically, a strange woman, Don't go into these different doctrines because it's going to take you out of your natural state, the way that you should be. Proverbs 6:23, man, one of my favorites. I always bring it out. For the commandment is a lamp and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Right? Israel has played the whore. Okay? So we have really lingered and went after that strange woman. And you know, that's really why we in this position, man. Because of what we did, our offenses towards Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Alright? So understanding that, it goes all the way down to the minuscule way that you rule your household. Alright? You know, going down to not being able to control your household is going to run in what? Chaos. It's going to run in chaos. Okay? And that's what we see these days, man. Men with no confidence. Let me go get that. In John, I think 1 John 5:14. And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us. Right? So let's say you may be a brother and you ain't never really dealt with women like that, right? But you may feel like you want to feel that burning desire. You want to cure it or whatever, right? So you're trying to get a woman, ask Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi to send you that woman. All right, it'll give you some confidence to actually approach the women that you want to go after, right? And really, your main focus really should be in this truth, okay? Establishing that first. You establish, if you don't have a house, a car, a job, then you don't even need to be out here messing with females, okay? All right? But it's not meant for a man to be alone, all right? That's just getting to that. To Genesis, the 2nd chapter, okay? But understand that the woman is more subject to sin. She's more, in this influential world, she's more influenced by this wicked world. So you got to make sure you're strong rooted and grounded and got a solid foundation in this truth, so that those branches that you give to your family, your household, right, it'll only sprout out, all right? And it'll go into her. It'll go into your kids as well, all right? So and for brothers that deal with women and you feel like your wife is, etc., like being a headache, because like sometimes our wives be headaches, right? So hey, we gotta have the confidence to really stand on the truth. And if she's a woman in the truth, she considers herself to be a woman of the truth, she gonna get right. I want to go to Ecclesiasticus 42nd chapter and verse 8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish, and the extreme age that contendeth with those that are young. Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living. You shouldn't be scared to tell your woman and correct her and check her. You shouldn't be scared to tell anybody that, that may not, just be going off in that sense. All right. Verse 9. The father walketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep. When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age. And being married, lest she should be hated. And her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house. And having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself. And when she is married, lest she should be barren. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughingstock to thy enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. So when does this all start? This starts in the household. This starts via the father raising up a daughter, man. Right? So you won't have to check a chick so much, because she had a real man in her household and she knows how it go. All right? Don't do this and don't do that. Okay? This generation right now, these women are not being raised to be wives. They're being raised to be independent and along that nature. And more so, the society is raising them. The environment is raising them. So you're going to deal with problems. Micah 2:10, man, this place is polluted. We understand that. All right, let's get some more.
I want a man that can stand. You know, my bride, she been sitting there all day. She ain't gonna. If I tell her to come see, she gonna do what I tell her. Cause I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Right. I control my household. Ain't no woman gonna tell me what to do or say what she ain't gonna do in my household. That ain't happening. My kids ain't finna come up in there acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we missing. You know what I'm saying? If that father is not in the household, ladies, newsflash, who's raising the killers? All these drills, all this killing, all this stuff going on, guess what? It's because they don't have a father in the household. But y'all want to say, I don't need no man. That's a goddamn lie. If you had a man in the house, that boy wouldn't be out there on 125th Street. He won't be on Lennox Avenue killing everybody. He won't be in the Bronx and Brooklyn killing everybody. So that's the problem. The masculinity ain't in the household. The man ain't in the household. So therefore, the kids are killers. They're robbers. They're selling drugs because their mama can't control the kids.
Exactly. All right. Let's go to Genesis 24th chapter, verse 62. And Isaac came from the way of Laharor, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the evening tide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. For she had said unto the servant, What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, It is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. I got in that understanding. She know how to be as a woman for the customs. Okay? And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his mother's Sarah's tent and took Rebekah. Right? What does that mean, man? All right? He took her. We don't really got to go into that. You know, you understand what that means. And she became his wife. And he loved her. And Isaac was confronted after his mother's death. Okay? Took her. That's what a woman likes. All right? That confidence. You ain't really dibbling, dabbling like, oh, man, I don't know if I can get her. I don't know. You know, man, nah, man. Stand up, be a damn leader, man. When you come to a woman, bold. That masculinity is protruding off of you. You ain't, nah, you know, chick. I ain't about to play them little fucking games you be playing. You dealing with a real one over here. That's how you gotta come. The same way we push this truth out, right? Yeah, man, the men of the Lord ain't no punks, man. We ain't no sissies, okay? And that's why women is gonna flock and flow to us. Isaiah 4:1, man, because Yahawah Yahawashi is gonna raise it up like that. And these women is gonna understand, man, these men ain't playing no games. They might be a little rough around the edges, but they real men. They gonna do what they supposed to do. They gonna serve Yahawah Yahawashi. They not playing around. It's true order in their households. Right? Let's keep it going.
How can you control a son 6'8" and you take your little 5'2", 3'7" and you hit him and you beat him and you laughing at you like, go on, quit playing, mama. But what's happening is, you understand me, these kids are not being disciplined and they don't have a father figure in the house, and the women is under this false perception that they don't need a man. Only ethnic group that I know to say that is primarily is black women. I don't need no man. But
hey,
black,
I want to piggyback off you. A lot of women raise the men that they hate. Think about it. These women say, "Oh, these men aren't strong. They're not leaders." That's what you raised.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? 80% of the jails is where? Single mother households. You know what I'm saying? Statistically proven. Statistically proven that a kid that's raised with two parents does better than a kid that's raised with one. Right. But a kid that's raised with a father statistically does better than a kid that's raised with his mother. So you're raising the same exact nigga that you hate. This weak, feminine, beta male that you don't want to fuck.
Right.
You raised one. Because how can you teach a boy to be a black man if you're not a black man? You could teach a boy how to be an adult, but you can't prepare him for what his life is going to go through, the things that he has to, and the things that we have to do as black men. You can't teach him where to put his hands on the steering wheel or how to act around police or how to goddamn move in a room full of vultures. You can't teach him that because you never had that situation happen. Right. And so, unfortunately, you know what I mean, I think it's a part of somebody's plan. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it's somebody's plan of they wanted the black men and the black women to separate.
It's Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi's plan, because a woman shall compass a man. Okay? You know, and more so he used Esau Edom to bring that to be. All right, Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. For Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. All right? Going against the order, which is 1 Corinthians 11:3. But Yahawah did that evil using Esau Edom to take the man out of the household, right? And really to weed out and you know, for punishment. Let's read 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, Yahawashi, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahawah. Right? That structure has been destroyed. Okay? Your so-called black church destroys that structure. Esau Edom, your so-called white man, destroys that structure. And so on and so on. There's independentness, feminism, equality, all of that destroys the proper biblical structure, man. All right? It's nothing else. You got, if you're trying to do a different type of structure, you are a thief and a robber. You're trying to do a different type of order. You're trying to come up a different way. You are a thief and a robber. In the words of Yahawashi. Okay? This order is set up for a reason. So you women, you got to maintain yourself and stay in your place. All right? At the end of the day. And the women that got they head on their shoulders correctly, man, they in order. They going to stay in order. Right? They going to be right. Right? It's a beautiful thing. Man, I come home, right? Wife wash the clothes, house clean, you know, etc., etc. Okay? I don't got to worry about none of that stuff. All right? Taking care of the kids, whatever. Right? Because the order is known in my household of how I want things to be. That's how you got to run it. Right? And that right there is peaceful. It's peaceful for everybody. You know, I do what I'm supposed to do. Right? What a manly duty is. You know, we all got roles to play. And that goes along with everything, man. You know, that when the brothers be on the street, you got a brother that's a reader, a brother that's going to break it down. You know, these things are this is order. When you see things that's out of order, just chaos, it don't sound right. It's annoying to the ears, man. Like, man, I make music and I hate when you hear like bullshit. You be like, man, who mixed that? Right? I went to school for engineering. And I love to hear like engineers that can mix really well. You know? Like, they be like, yo, he mixed that in the order of it, the way that them instruments was put together, the way that these horns and these flutes come in right there at that time, the way the bass is hitting, that's order. Right? So when you start loving order and understanding order, you get the loving order in everything, man. And when it's true order, it's a beautiful thing. It's peace. It's calm. It's happiness, man. And this earth is getting brought back to that order. It's going to be no more of this out of order, wicked ass women, man, flowing around this planet. Alright? You know, and with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. Kwam, Yasharahla. Hey, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Shalawam to you, brothers and sisters. Shalawam.